Okay, everybody, here we are. We are going to start a playthrough of Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. A an underrated classic, if you ask me. And this will mark one of our or my first replaying on stream. Is that orange juice I'm hydrating with? No, it's an orange water bottle. But I played this game first on stream about 5 years ago. In that time, I was moving. I wasn't able to stream it fully, so I actually uploaded it uh, to my Twitch channel instead. So that's where it's been sitting right now. We can take a look here. Look at this cutie right here. Uploaded my journey. Look at that. See, Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land, Part 1. Let's listen to this cutie.
So, if you don't like emulator, sorry about that, but that's the way we're going to be doing it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's switch it over and jump into it.
That's me, 5 years younger. I'm looking a little lighter these days, or I'm looking a little rougher these days, I think. But that's I mean that's that. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna show us all the way through the game. We're gonna do a full playthrough. This game originally came out for the PlayStation 2. A bit more tired, not as plump and juicy. I'm definitely plumper nowadays. Was still working nights then. I must have just woken up and started recording that. Once again, I do own this game. I could probably the case is in the bottom of my drawer here, but I own this game, so this ISO on my emulator is mine, and we're going to be doing it on emulation. So this game was originally for the PlayStation 2. And the emulator makes this experience a much smoother process, and we'll get more into that when we get into the game. Funny enough, this game was released the same day in Japan on the PlayStation 2 as Wizardry 8 was in North America. Wizardry 8 was the final main series games for the Wizardry series, but for whatever reason, Japan was really into the Wizardry series and have 30 some odd spin-offs that are still going on to this day. Wizardry, I'm just learning this. Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land was the first Japanese spin-off to be officially translated into English and released in North America. So I don't know why, but I liked I liked I liked the look of this game. I am this game. Terry is Wizardry 8. We'll see if Terry likes it. Because this game does, I will say, both in the art style and the story, it does take a little bit of an anime twist, an anime turn. However, I remember really liking the art. I played this game a ton as a kid. So we'll jump into it and we'll see how we like it. I'm going to go ahead and mute while we watch the intro cinematics. Oh, yeah. Oops. I'm not going to load. It's going to take me a sec because I'm doing PS2 controls now. But let's go ahead. New game. There's a lot of reading in this game, too. Under the rule of a beautiful queen, the sacred town of Duhan enjoyed a long time of peace. The music's great. However, a sudden flash from above destroyed the land and all was burned to ashes. the beauty of the castle. In the town once crowded with people, was now covered in snow. One day, an adventurer set foot on this land. As the adventurer peered about the town of Duhan, there was an emptiness, a sadness. The adventurer began to roam the town, uneasy, with heavy footsteps. And the tale slowly unfolds.
Having cheated death during the night of shooting stars.
I mean, the town once crowded with people, now not crowded. I don't think people cheated death during this. It was a flash and people died. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and start here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick just a classic. One of my frequently played characters that I played in this game so often. We're going to be old Yelgarth. A race is one of 5 races that exist in this world. Each race has a distinctive specialty, such as dwarves who excel in strength, and elves who are masters of spells. We know we're going right for the gnomes. But here you have, like they said, human, elf, dwarf, gnome, and hobbit. I mean, we'll read the... humans are a race with average parameters. They are capable of being any class without much flaw. They have low faith. Elf, wisdom and faith are high, but their physical parameters are low, suited for classes that use spells. Dwarf, race with high power and faith. Due to their lack of agility, they are more suited to be warriors than priests. Gnome, a race suited to be priests due to their high faith and agility, but they are capable of being any class. And hobbits are physically inferior to other races, but due to their high agility and luck, they are best suited to be thieves. You're right, Terry. They're missing out on the races. This was a PS2 game, so they had to downsize a little bit. You know what I mean? This is purely like stats based, because unfortunately, you never see your own character in this game. But I'm gonna go ahead and be a gnome. An attribute is the tendency of certain actions that a being will take. There are 3 major attributes that can clash with each other. Good characters think of others before oneself and show mercy to enemies that are friendly. Actions out of character may change attribute. Neutral characters act accordingly, will fight or flee from friendly enemies without changing attributes. And evil characters act selfishly, refuses to show mercy even in front of friendly enemies. Actions out of character may change attribute. Pretty standard, good, neutral, and evil. Unfortunately in this game, it does not pay to be evil. Being evil gets you... There's no, like, evil path. There are far less options for evil. You just have to fight more monsters. And I think there's 1 or 2 items that are evil only that are, like, okay. But really, being good or neutral is kind of the way you want to go. I'm going to be a good little gnome. Every character has a hidden talent that relates to their class. Battling strategies will differ depending on their class. There are several classes, such as those who handle swords, spells, etc. Now here we can re-roll our bonus points, which I might do a couple times. But we're going to go for Sorcerer. Our personality is emo. You can see we're emo. I think it stands for emotional. Likes disarming traps, becomes happy when successful. These personalities are important for later. But when we get there, we'll talk more about it. So we got 10 points, 7. Yeah, you can just re-roll it like it's Baldur's Gate or a Dungeons & Dragons game. I don't think I've seen higher than like 12 or 13, though. There's 11. Oops. Oh, there's 12. We'll take 12. I'm going to pick Sorcerer. I'm going to up our agility. Affects the speed of actions during battle. Agility, life, luck, faith. I need my faith and wisdom high for some stuff, you know, for something for later. Sorcerer, what about mages, bishops, psionics, alchemists, anything? We do have more classes coming later. Okay, let's see. A little bit more life. HP 12, is this okay? It is. Town. A cold wind ran through the demolished town of Duhan. I know, Terry. I'll give you that. If you compare Wizardry 8's character creation to this, it's like a full course menu at a restaurant versus a sandwich you make at home. You know what I mean? There's so much character creation in Wizardry 8. It's astounding. And as the snow seemed to dance like white flowers in the wind, a ghost-like shadow faintly emerged. A man, barely able to support his weakened body, propped himself unsteadily on his sword. He looked as if he was wounded. Yes, Terry, you do. Last night, I heard a strange voice. A goddess of fate whispered to me that a savior shall arrive in this cursed land, and that person will end the chains of suffering for all eternity. So, are you the one? I'm not sure whether this is a good thing or not. Ha ha ha! This is the Might and Magic 8 of the series. It might be, Terry. Remember, this was my first and only Wizardry game. So you got to keep that context in mind. In the same way how I loved Dragonbone Staff so much and had never played Hero 3. I think we're going to have a little bit of that here. His sarcastic laugh resounded throughout the town of Duhan. Do you really think you can gain what I have lost? If this is the case, I regret not dying before your arrival. I would have been able to die without that fickle goddess's notice. Very well. I assume my days are over. Follow me. I shall guide you to the tavern. You shall be able to find what you are looking for there. Yes, you got that right, Terry. The white-haired swordsman disappeared like a puff of smoke. Swordsman said earlier that he'll be waiting at the tavern. This is one of the best jams of all time, the town music. We can go to the bar, Luna Light. We can go to the guild, save our data, Salem Temple, lodgings, Vigor's shop, and then the Labyrinth of Duhan. I'm gonna go and lock in a save right now. You can see all my previous saves. I'm gonna save over this. I think this Malachi game was the last one I played. The last stream one I played. I'm gonna go ahead and let's save over the CL-Garf one so I don't get confused. My 8 megabyte memory card was overwritten. That's crazy. Also go ahead and do like a save state. And go into the bar. The people here shall welcome your presence. Since their loss is in the flash, this place is flooded with people who are searching for what they have lost. It will be a challenging task because some are looking for their dreams, and some are looking for their loved ones. In any case, they are precious memories to each one of them. They have not been able to retrieve those things after the flash. It shall be your duty to fulfill their quests. Well, what'll it be? Why don't you just relax and have a drink? What is challenging is the unique entrant in Road. For first-time players, this game can be really, really challenging. I have the benefit of experience, so put my throwing knife, and I have a robe and a healing staff on me. We can practice disarming traps, which will come in handy in the game. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna get my fingers used to it. Oh my gosh. I did it easy. First try. Alright. Let's go to our quests. What do we got? We've got Ricardo. Tell me what trust is. Client Ricardo, help me believe that trust is an integral part of an adventure. I know it's an odd request, but it's important to me. Yeah. So, you've accepted my quest? A warrior approached you. He started speaking without introducing himself. I want to know if trust is actually useful in an adventure. I know it's an odd quest, but it's important to me. His name is Ricardo Doofus. He mentioned that he has been as far down the labyrinth as the 3rd floor. I used to be in another team before. That's where I learned that people work individually after all. They wouldn't help you if you screwed up. If you lost your life, they'd probably just say that you didn't have enough ability. This is what I mean. This is kind of how you can tell it's been translated from Japanese, like the way they talk about stuff like that. Ricardo looked uncertain. He continued to talk with a wry grin. Was on this one mission, one of our party members was caught by a monster. I hurried to help him. He was one of the guys I got to know pretty well. Couldn't just let the darn beast eat my friend, but the guy lived. Ricardo stopped talking and smiled weakly. My careless actions caused the failure of our mission, so I was let go. The team leader told me that trust ain't worth shit. But I don't think so. That swordsman said that you were different. So I have a favor to ask you. Show me if trust is really useful in battle. If you are the kind of leader I have been looking for, I'm willing to sacrifice anything. Ricardo has joined your party. Alright, cool. A brief tip on his personality. Ricardo Doofus. He is full of kindness. He values camaraderie more than thrills from an adventure or battle. You will lose his trust if you act in a way that values your selfishness more than your comrade's life. Okay. I have client Kyo or Kyo. I've lost my pride as a ninja ever since I was faced with death. Will you help me conquer this fear so that I can stand tall in battle? I want to feel what trust is. A ninja quickly pushed his way through the crowd and approached you. Swordsman said that you are recruiting people for your party. If that is true, would you mind taking me to the Labyrinth? Ricardo over here is packing a little bit of heat there, you know what I mean? He was polite, but under his hood was a sharp look in his eyes. He introduced himself as Kaio Hattori. We ninjas grow up to live a different life than most people. We have trained our bodies and minds throughout our lives to defeat one enemy. That enemy is fear. Fear changes people. I thought I had already accomplished that task. There should be no ninja who is frightened of fear. But I guess I never really met my true enemy. Kaio stopped talking. Although he did not show it in his expression, his subconscious brought back a dark recollection. I was no doubt a warrior until death appeared before me. I was laying on the ground, quietly awaiting death. My body was turning cold and darkness was nearing me. There was no feeling of ease, just darkness. It was the darkness of death that seemed to swallow everything. I feared for the first time in my life. If only my body moved. When I was miraculously rescued, I was no longer a warrior. I had turned into a coward. Lost everything, instantly. Kaio stopped talking. His reluctance kept his mouth tightly sealed. Please, help me regain my pride as a ninja, the pride that I have lost. I just need another chance. I've never been much help to anyone, but I'm willing to do anything for that chance. Kaio has joined your party. Is it Wizardry, Labyrinth of Lost Souls? Kaio Hattori, he has a strong sense of justice. He would be a dreaded opponent to anyone who goes against him. He also has the composure to be kind to those who are not hostile. So if you battle monsters that are friendly, you will be hurting him. Here we go. We have 6 pages of quests. 15, 20... 24 quests total in the game. It's a re-release. Okay. I mean, I might. Let's go ahead and alter our formation. So, what we probably want here is a setup like this. So, like the other Wizardry games, this is a system based on your position in the party. You want weaker members in the back, stronger ones in the front. Spellcasters in the back, of course. Let's see here. Oh. Do I like what I see? Please, baby, please. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, what's this one? An old school challenge in a crisp and colorful package. Yeah, this looks just like this game. It revitalizes the time-honored formula of Dungeon Crawler series with modern visual and sound. Choose each of your 6 members' class, race, gender, and moral alignment, then delve into one of several dungeons near the central town hub. That's exactly what we're playing right now. Monsters are vicious, deadly, and attack in packs. Plan each expedition carefully, stay focused on your objectives, and know when to retreat to the surface. In between expeditions, chat with the locals, pick up new quests, pray for guidance at the temple, go bargain hunting for new and rare equipment, and more. So yeah, that's... I mean, this sounds like a game I should try out because that exact description is about what we're playing right now. Squeedly bow. Let's check out the guild and see what's going on here. Am I just imagining, or a brawny warrior approached you as he whispered to himself? Thank you, Terry. About the white-haired swordsman that I saw outside. He looked like one of the Queen's guards, a knight to the Queen. Rumors say he died during the flash. I must have heard wrong. Warrior tilted his head in doubt, then showed a friendly grin. I've only seen him a few times because of his social status, but no matter how much his appearance has changed, I would never mistake those cold blue eyes for someone else. And besides, he's like a god to warriors like us. The warrior looked puzzled because you didn't seem impressed with what he said. Huh? Don't tell me you don't know. Didn't you know he's the father of allied actions, the technique used by the Queen's Guards? Never heard of it. I was flabbergasted when I first saw the allied actions. I have seen many teams with superior individuals, but the Guards' way of fighting was fundamentally different. The way their teamwork flowed and the various deadly blows. Watching them work in sync, it seemed as if they were a single creature. Many warriors are trying to include allied actions in their strategy, but I have yet to see any team execute them as well as the Guards. That is why I asked that white-haired swordsman is a Queen's Guard. If so, I was hoping for him to teach me. Maybe you should ask him to teach you the next time you see him. See you around. So that's a hint at what the main function of this game is, or the combat function, be the allied actions. Kyle, there's something I want to say. You can change your name and class at the guild, but I don't intend to give up my name or class. You'll probably notice in the register that I'm not even in there. I think there are others like me too. I want to live the rest of my life with the same name and class. And that's his hint, so you know, this is the full list of classes you can be. Warrior, Thief, Priest, Sorcerer are like the initial classes, and later you can upgrade to Bishop, Samurai, Knight, or Ninja, each with a certain requirement or alignment requirement. I always thought it was strange that Kaio is a good level 1 ninja, even though to become a ninja on your own you have to be evil and level 12. There are other ways you can change your class that we'll get to later. The Knight, yes, it is. So each of the prestige classes, if you will, are sort of kind of like combinations of these ones. So the Knight being a warrior priest, the Samurai being the warrior sorcerer, the Ninja being like a thief sorcerer, and the Bishop being a sorcerer priest. Advanced classes. You might be able to guess that our goal with our main character is to become a bishop. It is sort of the easiest one to become, but we'll maybe get to it later. I don't know if I'm going to change it in the guild here, but I'll talk about that more when we get to it. So even though Kaio said that he doesn't want to change his class, it's true that in the guild you cannot change their name or class, but there are items later that you can get that may allow you to change your allies' classes. Bum, bum, bum. Let's pop our head into the temple just to see it. In the midst of a song-like prayer, a group of adventurers kneeled with their heads bowed. As the prayer became more intense, a warm ray of light filled the room. The ashes on the altar slowly formed into the shape of a man. After opening his eyes, he sat up with a confused look. The adventurers let out a holler of joy and embraced the man. "You fool! Don't you dare try something like that again. You're lucky that you were able to be resurrected. If it failed, you would have been gone forever." Thief: "Yeah, that's right. Of course I'd like the treasures, but you're more important than that." He showed a bashful smile as he heard his comrade's words. The hip-hop church. It really is. "Welcome to the Salem Temple. We welcome you with open arms." So as you can see, they can cure any ailment in the game. But they were correct. One of the hard parts about this game is that resurrection can fail, and then your party member can be completely gone forever. Just gone. The resurrection has a small chance to fail, and you lose your party member forever. I think that's crazy, but it is what it is. Check out the lodging. Innkeeper, take care. Priestess, haven't seen you before. Are you in town to look for the secret treasures of the Labyrinth? I have an interest in the Labyrinth. After the Flash, many adventurers have been attracted to the Labyrinth. I heard there were secret treasures hidden deep inside, and there's a rumor that whoever will be able to get those treasures will be granted any wish. If the Queen is encouraging people to the Labyrinth for her own greed, I'd be very disappointed. Many adventurers have lost their lives searching the Labyrinth. The priestess looked uncertain. She was dissatisfied with the Queen's scheme. I don't think the treasures are worth anybody's life. If it gets too dangerous in the Labyrinth, I would recommend coming back to rest. Sleep will prevent you from getting ill. It is the best way to heal your body. Sleep will also help you to develop attributes. A famous sorcerer once said, "We develop while we sleep because we meet with God in our dreams." It sounds like something a sorcerer would say, I guess. So you need to value life. If you die, you'll never be able to reach your goal. Thanks, lady. And then Vigor's shop. A customer is already inside the shop. There is some commotion going on. Young lady, only 10 gold for this shield? You just said this one is magical. Shopkeeper, oh yeah. It was appraised as being magical and a darn good shield too. Then it should be worth at least 1,000. Nah, 5,000 firm. Don't be such an amateur about it. Rui, you know the rules when it's not appraised beforehand. You've always known that anything unappraised is a straight 10 gold. You con artist, you're just taking advantage of the situation. Just because you're the only one who can appraise and lift curses. Forget it. Sorry for the trouble. She turned her back towards the shopkeeper after waving her hand. Oh, you were watching? I'm so embarrassed. He's a really greedy scumbag. What a big difference from his wife, who will make magic stones for free. If I only knew a bishop, then I wouldn't have to go through this trouble. Let me just give you a word of advice. You're going to need money to spend at this shop. Rui sighed and left the shop. Yeah, this is the, not even just the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline shop. It's the pornography shop. It sounds like porno music. They can make and separate stones here. See, we don't know any. This is the spellcasting section, so the weird part about this game is that you can buy like general stuff, but the only thing you can buy later in the game is stuff you already sell to the shop, which I think is strange. I guess it's if in the event that you lose a party member or you want to buy stuff back for your party. But yeah. So like if you find a magical longsword and you decide you don't need it and you sell it to the shop, then it's available in the shop for more than you sold it for. He never gets any new stock. The only new stock he gets is from you. I always thought that was a weird part of this game. It's like a big scam. Like, yeah, you could buy like, you know, some of this general stuff like a metal shield here, but or a gauntlet or a helmet, but no. Just a guy you thought was a shop, yeah. The biggest part of the shop is the spellcasting system. Whenever you kill monsters in this game, they drop materials. You bring the materials here, and all of the different types of materials combine into random spells, which is how you learn new spells and level up your spells. So, we'll be there plenty. And finally, we have the Labyrinth of Duhan, the main dungeon of the game. E1 Fortress. Master, they's here. Uno, dos, tres. There be 3 of them. I should have gone here before you're allowed. The orc doesn't let you in. He kicks you out if you don't have enough party members. So, you finally come with the ones you've met. 3 is a mystical and superior number. Since ancient times, it has signified a new beginning. Even if each of you is powerless, you will be able to overcome many difficulties with a combined effort. But you will need trust for that. Without trust, even the strong won't stand a chance to live. It is not something that you can develop overnight. Only time and hardships together can create trust among you. Now, the swordsman stopped talking. He looked fixedly at your party with his piercing blue eyes as if he was trying to search for something. All right. Labyrinth is ready for you. I'll be waiting ahead inside. Don't you dare die before you reach me. Ice Costa. I's be waiting too. I see you later. Costa? What a strange guy. There shouldn't be any qualifications needed to get inside the labyrinth, especially since the Queen is encouraging people to go there. In any case, he doesn't seem like a bad fella. It may turn out to be fun after all. You may be right, but we need to build a good reputation first. Once we have a good reputation, others will want to join us. And then that should help us with our adventure. Yeah, there's no need to rush things now. Besides, there's some truth in what he said. We're gonna have to enter the labyrinth anyway. Why don't we just hear him out for a while? Sure. I guess we could. Okay, let's get going. Damn it, that damn hobbit. Shit, I'm gonna strangle him. This ain't no sword that can kill anything, it's just a plain sword. Kobolds are shouting at each other in the distance. What are we gonna do? We used all our money. Miss Virgo's gonna kill us. The kobolds are approaching you. What are you looking at? Out of my way. Or else, we'll eat you for breakfast. Oh, I got it. Let's get the money from these guys. Ah, you're a genius. Kobolds have attacked you. Alright, so this is the main battle function. In the same way, you're fighting other enemies who have various abilities, and they also operate on a front row, back row system. So, this is our first battle, and we don't have much in the way of options, just some attack and spells, so... You can get really unlucky in this fight. But we did just fine. Exactly enough to level up. Damn, we'll remember this. Next time we meet, you're not leaving alive. The kobolds ran off with their tails between their legs. A brief lesson on leveling up. For those who reach the required experience, the status panel on the bottom of the screen will illuminate. When your status panel illuminates, try staying at the lodge. After you stay at the lodge, you should be able to notice that your characters have leveled up. Easy peasy. The rest of the game operates on you run into the silhouettes of these monsters, which indicates the type of monster you'll be fighting. It'll be different on each floor, but let's try a battle like this. We're fighting orcs and a harpy. I'm going to have Ricardo attack and Kaio attack the orcs on either side. The harpies have a lot of agility and are hard to hit, so I'm going to cast a spell on her. That is an instant kill. That's really cool. Resist my butt. Ooh, I should warn that in this game, because I'm running it on an emulator, I've run into the issue where some monsters, like occasionally, either high amounts of monsters or certain types of monsters just tank the FPS. So we may have some laggy battles here and there. But as is typical, see, look, they drop a broken sword. Oh, yeah, Terry. I mean, the main thing is the guy's back turned, right? I don't know how you would even start there. Bum, bum, bum. We got some slimes goo. Alright, we're doing pretty good. The one thing you do have to keep in mind is that, so your main character's personality, my good gnome liking disarming traps, doesn't really matter, but you do have to take into account what your party members like. Ricardo is real tough because he's a neutral human, so his personality is kindred. And friends come before anything else, hates to lose friends. This is one of the roughest personality types, in my opinion, because this is an adventure game. His morale goes way down and his trust goes way down if you die. Even people dying like once, he gets really, really upset at you. Even if you immediately go back to town. I understand if you like walked around with the corpse of your party members in your hands, but his it's anytime somebody dies in the game. Even if I reload, no, that's not a problem. Whereas Kaio, being a good human, believes even enemies can befriend if they show amity. He just likes it when you allow friendly monsters to leave, which is going to happen all the time and very, very easy to raise his trust. So, it's just something we got to deal with. I've always liked this rest music. Boom. Yep. What's important is how my stats raise. Ah, my wisdom and my faith raise really, really well. I'll be able to become a bishop before we know it. Alright, back into the labyrinth, and then we out here exploring, fighting monsters, uncovering new sections of the map. Try not to get attacked from behind, because that's a big problem. It'll swap your characters to the front. Since my little gnome just has a throwing knife, we obviously don't want that. got some armor. Now, it's unidentified. You have a chance that stuff is cursed, but I don't think there's ever any cursed items on the first floor, so... Here's what I'm looking for. I need to fight a couple of these big frogs. Ooh, surprise attack means we get a free turn, I believe. I need some materials from these frogs. By the way, Terry, is the sound balance okay? Like the music's not too loud, right? Okay, perfect. Thanks. You can run. You can turn all directions. That door over there is locked, so I didn't go in it. It's in here. Uba-chan. The instant you entered the room, there was something different about the room. Several boxes were aligned neatly to form a desk, and the carpet was rolled out as to welcome guests. The room contained a scent of liveliness, something that did not exist in the labyrinth. I think green areas on the map indicate like a safe room, so the monsters will not come in here. But the blue areas, they will come in. There's a wooden box. I'll have to come back later. Kaio, sorry, but can you wait a moment? I'm ashamed to say, but my legs won't stop shaking. I almost lost my life just up ahead. I know it's all in the past, but I still can't seem to forget that fear. Kaio is terrified. What will you do? I think this is the good, evil, and neutral options, but let's go ahead and encourage him. Sorry to cause unnecessary worry. Don't worry about it. We're a team. Hey, Yelgarf, don't you think we should go to where Kaio almost died? If you keep avoiding that place, you'll never be able to recover from your fear of the past. So, Kaio, where is that place? We keep going straight ahead. There should be an altar in a snowy area. Oh, lurk away, Uber-chan. And rest well if you do fall asleep. In front of the altar is where I was laying. The snowy altar, right? Then what are we waiting for? See, their little arrow indicates that they were happy with my choice there. What is this skeleton doing here, huh? There's a skeleton on the ground. You people have fallen for my bait. Monsters have suddenly hit you. That's extremely rude. Okay, they missed. That's good. Ricardo getting his ass beat. Nice. Survived the surprise attack by the thieves. There is a small shield underneath the corpse. Will you take it? Yeah. You got a small steel shield. The name of the person it belonged to was engraved in the shield. Scott Bain, the Wolf of Gascon. Gascogny? Those thieves must have killed him. Hold on. Can I take a look at that shield? Ricardo held the shield and gazed at the engraved name. Ricardo approached the dead body and crouched down. He examined the body to look for something.
I'm gonna do all kinds of messed up things to your dead body.
I don't think so. Not with this sad music. I thought so. That dead body. He was the leader of the team I used to be with. I had no idea he was dead. He wasn't somebody who would get killed easily by thieves. It's sad that he doesn't even have someone to claim his body, especially when it's this close to town. What a pity. I really wanted to confront him because he was the one who kicked me out, but it's strange how nothing will come out of my mouth now that he's right in front of me. Damn. I wanted to teach him a lesson one of these days. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to get you guys involved. I think we can heal him with the healing staff? No. Can only use a potion. We're going to use one on Ricardo, just because he took some hits, so still got plenty to do. Fight this. Ah, I was hoping for a frog. Ow. Back in. I think we should be able to kill all three here. Alright, Snowy Altar. Fight this frog. Yeah. Ah! Almost got licked. Ricardo leveled up. Nice. We have a couple of chests here. This place is usually filled with monsters. I'm surprised there's not that many here. Question mark axe. That's actually going to be pretty good. Battle axe. High power. I think, and then, yeah. Kaio can equip this small shield. That's actually a really good find. I like the battle axe this early. It provides a really solid amount of power. Another probably set of leather armor, so yeah. And then there are no more chests. Oh, there is actually hiding back here. Question mark shield. This is just a metal shield, okay. Oops. Hand over, equip, push that. Be better than the small steel shield. Oops. So we'll, sorry, I pressed the wrong buttons. We'll go right here in front of the altar. It's right here. I was laying here by the altar. Kaya walked slowly toward the altar. First blessing. Mine too. Free high five for you. We got Terry Woodini in here telling us Wizardry 8 is better, but I don't know. We're about to find out. He gazed at the cracked and worn altar. Kaio's whispers were audible. I was frightened as the cold and fatigue numbed my senses one by one. The sharp claws of death held me firmly as it tried to pull me into the darkness. I struggled. I desperately pursued the light in order to fend off the darkness. I tried to recall the bright memories I felt in my life. I had nothing. I was always alone in my memories. Lurk away, I hope you enjoy. Not even a memory of a friend filling my mind with nostalgia, nor a loved one who warms my heart just by the thought of her. No, I had nothing. The only thoughts that existed were of despair and regret. Kaio lightly brushed the snow off the surface and walked back. Since then I have been plagued with nightmares. I thought that if I returned to this damned place, my fear would return to haunt me. But in reality, it hasn't. All I see is a chunk of stone. Maybe I was wrong. Death cannot be overcome. It is a fate that no one can escape. Then trying to fight death may just be useless, for darkness is always buried within my heart. I'm afraid I've wasted your time. Never, Kaio. Never wasted my time. Check each side. Just triple checking there's no chests. We're on our way. Over this way. There's something engraved in the wall. It looks like writing, and this is what it says. To go to town easily, use a transfer potion. You'll be there instantly. The mighty warrior, Odom. Thanks, Odom. Imperial quarters. Oh gosh, what should I do? A priestess stood bored in the room. Huh? You're the one... We met at the lodge, right? Are you here to get a pass also?
I'm the one you want.
I just stopped by. You got a cool mace. I like that mace. Since the labyrinth is governed by the royal family, you won't be able to go down the labyrinth without a pass. I was pretty sure this is the room to get a pass. I've been waiting for a while, but nobody's shown up. What should I do now? Party members I hired just took their money and ran. That totally sucks. It does suck. Looks like you don't even have a priest with you. How about a deal? I think she says that even if your main character is a priest. I've played this game starting as a priest, and I think she says that regardless. If you allow me in your party, I think we'll both benefit from each other. Yeah, please join our party. I'm relieved that you all seem like really nice people. Okay, we've got a deal. I'm Sarah McDuff. Nice to meet you. Dup man. Sarah has joined your party. She is a level 1 priestess. And... oh. I believe she's the only NPC priest in the game. So, here's your healer. We'll put her in the back row with me. Yes, and I mean, we'll get to it in a little bit later, but you can make as many party members as you want. But as far as somebody with like an avatar who will come out and talk to you, she's the only one. So you could certainly kick her out and get a different priest if you wanted. Okay, Terry. One little stone. This one's for Daddy Orc. 2 little stone. This one's for Mommy Orc. An orc was singing enthusiastically while playing with various stones. Jolly orc, huh? Does you want to plays with the stones also? Yeah. Okay, okay. You's a nice guy. I's making a stone labyrinth. Don't you thinks it be neat to see a labyrinth in a labyrinth? Oh, by the ways, I's gots. Don't forget's my name. Oh, I know. I's give you this as a token of friendship. Gots looked for a stone to give. He found one that was nicely shaped and of decent size. You got a labyrinth stone. Takes good care of it, okay? I's be playing here with my stones, so you come when you feels like it. I don't think he says anything else if we go back in. Yeah, a huge rock is blocking the way, so we just have to imagine he's in there. Ricardo says, wait up a second. Since this is your first time in the labyrinth, let me tell you. Take a look here. Ricardo pointed to the wall ahead. You see the cracked wall ahead? It's a strange kind of wall. No matter how many times it gets wrecked, it bends itself. Nobody knows why this happens. It's one of the many odd things that occurs in the labyrinth. This kind of wall exists everywhere in the labyrinth. Don't worry, it's easy to break. All you have to do is run through. Now let's go. Now a brief lesson on running. Press the circle button and directional button to run. When running, please note the stamina gauge in the upper right. Your stamina will decrease as you keep on running. Please be aware that you will not be able to run when your stamina runs out. Good thing I have just enough. Oh shit. There's a cat here. These things are super dangerous on this first level. For that exact reason, they do so much frickin' damage. Oh man, maybe have him defend? I don't know how much defending helps. It's like an option I'd never really use. Okay, Kyle came through. Try to get Sarah a level up before we head back to town. Oh, that bug dropped down. I wanted to catch up to that bug. Look out! It's here! Costa came running as fast as he could. Barfo's here! Be careful, Barfo's a real meanie. She'll hold a grudge against you even if your eyes just meet. Hey, I oughta kick your ass. It's Virgo, Miss Virgo. She's here! It's Barfo! Costa ran for cover and hid behind your party. Jeez, how rude. How dare you talk like that to someone who saved your life? I had no idea that an overgrown pig like yourself had no manners. Costa, I's not a pig, I's Costa. Oh, really? Thanks for your useless information. You's getting me angry. Besides, you's never saved my life, Barfo. Jeez, what is this world coming to? I wonder who's the one who saved you at the fountain on the 5th floor? Was it a god or a goddess? I's getting peed off. When I was falling into the fountain, what did yous do, Barfo? You just cast a spell to freeze the fountain, and I's almost died from hitting my head on the frozen fountain. Jeez, you're such a pain in the... Who cares about that? How long are you gonna hide behind them? I've gone out of my way just to get here, so why don't you just get your green butt out here? I's have nothing to talk about. Oh, poor thing, you're breathing hard. Now get your toad ass out here before I eat you for breakfast. You really want to piss me off, don't you? The air is filled with tension. Virgo's eyes have a deadly glare. You can barely breathe from the tension in the air. Ice have no choice. Costa, with his shoulders drooped, tries to step forward. I'll stop him. Yelgarf's party stood up and faced Virgo to protect Costa. How brave of you guys. I guess I should commend your foolish valor, but I am insulted for you to think that you weaklings can beat me. A chilling breeze signals death in the air. Costa jumps forward. I appreciate you's feelings, but don't worry about me. Just go see the Master Swordsman and learn the allied actions, understand? No fighting? I'm disappointed. But that's a wise choice. There's no need to worry. I'm not going to kick anyone's butt. I have some business to take care of with his master. I just can't stand him going off to the bottom floor of the labyrinth without telling me. I wouldn't be able to stand it if he were to keep the treasures for himself. What a bitch. Dang, she pisses me off. Why is she acting so big? Calm down right now. Not even the evil gods will mess with Virgo. We better learn those allied actions that Costa was talking about in order to stand a chance. She's probably headed towards the location of that swordsman. I guess she's headed in the same direction we are. I was impressed that you stood up for him. If you didn't, I would have been disappointed in you. Same here. She might have been a little tough for you, but maybe that mindset is needed in a trustworthy leader. Everyone's happy with what I did. Yay me. Catch up to the spider. Oh, it's got a pixie. Oh shit, actually I should heal Ricardo, maybe. Bum. Good heal, good heal. Big damage. Ooh, critical, nice. We are nailing this first floor. It might not seem like it, but it's pretty easy to die here. I'm gonna use a Krata on this rogue. Welcome back, Terry. Missed our first interaction with Barfo. Oh, he didn't even die. Wow. I see some monsters like this do huge damage. I think it's... Oh man, maybe I should give him that shield back. Nice critical. Alright, I'm going to... Actually... use a healing potion. Go down there in a second. I see that alternate path. Fight this. Instant kill. Assistance never arrived. That's actually one of the best ways, in my opinion, to grind experience here on the first floor. Is get in a fight with these toads. Have them 2 instant kills. Wow. Like defend and have them keep calling for assistance. All right, just 168 experience for Sarah. Somebody help me. You can hear somebody groan from the other side of the door. Will you go in?
Get me out of this hellhole.
Yes. That's exactly right. You know, it's never explicitly stated, but this guy has the same, like, look as that warrior we ran into at the guild. You know, just a little bit ago. In my headcanon, at least, I think that's him. He's got, like, the same armor, the same mustache, you know? I need help. He looked pale. Barely able to stand, he spoke with his last bit of energy. My body, it won't move. Let me take a look at your wounds. Sarah took his pulse and examined the color of his tongue and eyes. Gashes aren't that deep, but it looks like he was poisoned. He's weakened quite a bit. It's too dangerous to move him right now. If only I was in town. I had the bartender of the tavern hold on to my antidote, just in case I needed it later. Can we go back to town for it? I just can't leave him here. Okay, let's go back to town. Yelgarth's response has given Sarah a good impression. Thank you. I was hoping to hear those words. Don't worry, I'll be going to town alone. I can't abandon him, and since I have a transfer potion, I can be back here in no time. I'm sorry for not telling you guys about this. I didn't mean to hide it from you guys. A short time later. Phew. Guess I made it. Wait here while I give him the antidote. Sarah approached the warrior. He lifted his head and gave him the antidote and healing potion as he laid on the ground. The effect was immediate. His pale skin started to look healthy already. He says he'd like to show his gratitude. Sorry for the trouble. I was a fool. I thought I could get through the labyrinth without anybody's help. Look what's happened. I guess I have to be thankful that I'm still alive. I'll try again after I'm better, but next time, I'm gonna come back with trustworthy comrades like yourselves. I don't have much to offer, but I'd like you to have this. Warrior pulled out a magic stone. It was a shiny stone called a teal stone. It can call upon the secret power of thunder. I was intending to sell it to a sorcerer. I'd rather have you use it. Well then, thank you for your kindness. Warrior dragged his feet as he left. Trustworthy comrades. I hope we will achieve that kind of relationship. In any case, I do have a better opinion of you now. You got a teal stone. We're good people. Use it on Yelgar. Teal spell has been mastered. The stone broke. It's exactly what we needed. Teal is a very good early spell. Let's open this chest. Hope we get something good. Choosing who you have unlock the chest is actually relevant. I believe thieves will reduce the number of buttons it actually takes to unlock something or disarm a trap. And ninjas also have the same effect, just a lesser effect. Alright, a charm filled with a sorcerer's energy increases accuracy and can render an enemy immobile. Well, if it increases accuracy, I'll have Ricardo wear it. Alright, but instead of moving on that way, we're going to go back here. And now we're going to go down this way. Nice. Oh, even perfect. Ow. Alright, one more fight should level Sarah up. And then I'm gonna hand over. Yeah, since she's a priest, she can use this small steel shield. You bumped hard into a boy who appeared out of nowhere. It's Ricardo's evil twin. Yeah, that hurt. The boy, probably a thief, was starting to tear up because the collision was so hard. Oh my, how terrible. The goods are all over the place, says the bishop. The girl bishop ignored the boy and stared sadly at the scattered long swords. The young warrior noticed this and started collecting the swords. Now they're okay, no damage done, we'll still be able to deliver them. The warrior grinned at you in response to your puzzled look. We'd rather go on with our business, but that old man Ladua ain't around. We're just killing some time till Pops gets back. We need to deliver these to Vigor's shop. That place is low on stock on a bunch of things ever since the Flash. They're even low on basic stuff like longswords. We've heard that everything they sell are things that adventurers have brought in. The reality is, everybody keeps all the good stuff for themselves, so all the leftover crap gets brought in. If you got some spare stuff like weapons and armor, you should go sell them at the shop. Then, they'll be displayed at the shop. Here's some decent money for selling, you know. Are you done talking now? The girl bishop yawned out of boredom. The warrior noticed her and nodded abruptly. Oh, phew. I was about to fall asleep. I want to go home now. The girl bishop started walking hurriedly. Hey, come on, let's go. The warrior grabbed the teary-eyed boy and rushed to catch up to the girl bishop. You were ready to leave the area also. At that instant, you see a sword out of the corner of your eye. The warrior must have forgotten to pick it up. It looks like a longsword. Now for a brief lesson on items. Most items found in the labyrinth have not yet been appraised. Those items will be displayed as a question mark sword and a question mark shield, etc. Once you equip these types of items, they will be considered appraised. Misfortune will fall upon a person equipped with a cursed item. Appraisals can be done by a bishop or at the shop. Just as you were thinking of what to do with the sword in hand, the trio came back. Yes, I do, Terry. Hey, give that back! How dare you rip us off, on top of bumping into me? After taking the sword away from you, the boy handed it to the girl with a big smile. See, I told you I'd find it. Let's take a look at this thumbnail. Oh, let me show this on stream. Look at that. I should just use this as the background right now. That's really funny. There's nothing to worry about as long as you leave it to the men. I do approve of it, Terry, I do. The girl bishop showed an impartial smile and looked down at the sword. Darn, this hasn't been appraised yet. We're not going to be able to sell this for a good price. The girl bishop closed her eyes and started concentrating. It looks like she is appraising it. Oh gosh, this is a cursed item. If I had unknowingly equipped myself with this, it would have been... Her big, round eyes opened even wider as she looked at the warrior and boy thief. Oh no, oh no. Huh? Why are there zombies here, and what gross-looking faces? The warrior and boy looked at each other and took a step towards the girl. She was trembling in fear and stepped back. No, get away from me! The girl bishop let out a scream and started running. She abandoned the sword that was in her hand. The warrior and boy were confused, but they finally figured out what had happened and rushed after the girl. The abandoned sword and Yelgarf's party were left behind. Be careful when you appraise a cursed item. The girl bishop was cursed with fear. A cursed item can be appraised, but when its curse is too strong, your status can become fear sometimes. The status of fear is not limited to only the appraiser. Other members of your party can be affected also. If you want to play it safe, get your item appraised at the shop. You picked up the sword hesitantly. You got the betraying sword. What else do we get? Boom. We got a helmet. I think this is just a standard helmet. The betraying sword cuts very well, but it is cast with a curse to weaken the faith of the one who equips it. So this is actually a pretty good sword here at the beginning. I think it's only one-handed and almost as good, better accuracy and almost as good as the battle axe. And losing faith on like a warrior, for example, is not that big a deal. But it is cursed, so you would need to pay to get it taken off. So I don't think I'm going to use it. I think we'll be okay. This is just a regular helmet, which is just one defense, which Ricardo definitely needs. The Adventurer's Poem Pepe Collection, or PP. Is it Pepe or PP? Prologue. This is a collection dedicated to the great adventurer Odom. Chapter 1. The Town's Poems. Boom, 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 boom. Lost child of the Labyrinth. Where do I need to go? What do I need to do? Why do I go below? That is, of course, because there is a labyrinth to see. An infinite labyrinth, and today I shall go endlessly. What is there ahead to be? It won't matter where I go, it won't matter what I do. Every day I will go below. It is probably because there is a labyrinth to see. Level up at the lodge. The lodge is queer. When I spend the night, it makes me strong without fear. Level up, yes indeed. I have gotten strength I need. My status, level 3 status. When I spend my starry night at the lodge till the break of light, I will open the door to see that I am level 4. Time at the guild. Making friends, mastering allied actions, changing occupations. At the guild for the skilled. Talking at the tavern. A gathering place for communicating, where many quests are awaiting. You may gain information or just hold a drink and have a conversation. But today I feel a little intoxication. The Healing Temple. A sweet melody and a sweet father, a sweet look and on a sweet sis. It is pure bliss. Now it is time to heal me. The poisoned me, the paralyzed me, the petrified me, the terrified me, the dead me, the ash me, the cursed me. Please, please heal it all, so I can come back proud and tall. The shop collection. The old man at the shop, too lazy to stock. I shall be of help, so that he won't have to yelp. I will sell a treasure. The dagger would be my pleasure. I will sell a cursed boot, not because it is loot. I will sell him my stock, cause he is a man of crock. I won't call a cop if I can sell at Vigor's shop. Saving your memory. Let's hide our memory in a secret place, one at a time, just in case.
Fine cut.
Everything will be okay, even when we're apart, because with our memory, there is no need to go back to the start. Alright, that's the end of the book of poems. I'm writing a new volume, wannabe author Pepe. It's a wooden box. We got a chest plate. I think it's just a standard chest plate. Ninjas cannot equip chest plates, but I think priests can. Nice. This is the locked door that you can't get through. Go fight this nerd. I actually think I can have everybody defend and show off our cool new spell. Looks like defending does reduce the damage a little bit. Hell yeah. He ran away, that's... what a jerk. And yes, I do, Terry. Perfect, just enough for old Sarah to level up. Let me actually take this fight. See here. Oh yeah, you're right. See? I do look like a dirty shield. I like it, Terry. I It's just so funny. Bum, 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 bum. I think that's just a lesson in you being able to make any cover into something, you know what I mean? If you could do it with that cover, what can't you do? Nice, I was hoping for this. Oh, we got a Feel Stone, even better. Level up Feel. Then we will use a Transfer Potion. Get back to town. See if we can make any spells. We don't have any vellums. We can make a Feel Stone. With, we'll go with 2 Slimes Goos. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give one to Kaio. Even though I'm not gonna be using my ninja, obviously, to cast lots of spells, he can heal out of combat. Use his spell slots for something useful. Go ahead and sell some of this generic stuff we got. Sell the Betraying Sword. Sell the Robe. I think we need 2 healing staves. Mace, hand axe, battle axe, flail throwing knife. No, but I think we can buy some accessories here. Warrior and Warrior Knight. M for Samurai in this game, because I think S for Sorcerer is already taken. We'll buy 2 of these. But now, yes. Boom, 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 boom. I'll buy some plate mail for Ricardo. Up his game. I think ninjas can get chainmail and upgrade that. Leather armor, robe, helmet. Up his defense. And then I think that's it for our generic stuff. Chest plate. Fill the leather armor. And perfect. Hit the lodgings. Some good upgrades there. Ooh, 10 defense on Ricardo. We're doing good. Pretty good there on Sarah. One of the drawbacks to Sarah is her agility. Her agility gets really, really slow as the game goes on. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Is mine gonna go up better? Mine went up by 2. Maybe my little quick gnome-ness will be better. I don't know. But my oh man, my faith skyrockets, as does my wisdom. So we're doing well there. I might be able to turn into a bishop right at level 5. I don't know if I'll want to do that, but maybe. Guild. I don't think there's anything extra in here for us to do. See. And then there's nothing new in the bar. We have to just go back in the labyrinth. Yep. All right, we're good. We've saved. We're ready to go. Labyrinthian of Duhan. Good thing about this is that I think the chests will reset. There's not always chests, but fight this. Another frog. Ooh, they're friendly, see? And so if you fight too many friendly monsters, you actually turn evil. And that gets a little tricky because sometimes you're just like, you know, you're backtracking like this. You're just running through the air. It's like, okay, I'm trying to get back to where I was. And then you accidentally fight a pack of of friendly monsters. It only takes like one accidental click sometimes. Like one accidental click right here and your character will just be evil all of a sudden. It's very strange. I guess maybe that's to help you, like if you wanted to be a ninja or something. I don't know. Does Gotts have anything to say? Nope, he does not. Wow, 3 friendly monsters in a row? Okay. Avoid. Around them. Look, we're already back to where we were. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Now we'll go forward here. Boom, 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 boom. You finally made it. The swordsman glared at your party. Oh, quite impressive. I can feel the trust growing within your party. I'm impressed with the amount of trust that has already grown in such a short period of time. You've done well with your comrades. This is actually really, really good. I think the last time I did this, or the last one I did it on stream, I think I fucked up. Like, my party died several times, and our trust was actually bad. You should be able to master the techniques without any problems. The technique I am about to teach you is called an allied action. It did not, Terry. Its power does not originate from supernatural powers. Its strength comes from the power of trust, which can accumulate to something of enormous proportions. The power of 2 who trust each other greatly exceeds the power of 10 individual warriors who lack it. We do not have much time. Our lesson will be brief. Are you ready? Yes, I am prepared. I wish to ask you, what would you do if an enemy were to attack swiftly? Would you avoid the attack? You would only be able to do that if you were a superior ninja who could move like the wind. And would you endure the attack? Even if you wore the strongest of all existent armor, that armor would be useless if your enemy had poison on his blade. Then what would you do? Well, that would be easy. You just need to halt your enemy before his attack. One of your comrades in the back row can use a throwing weapon to stop the enemy. This is the restrict shot. You should test it. Here we are. So, you restrict shot, and that makes the characters in front effectively immune. See, he can no longer attack. So this is our first allied action. Enemy attack is halted with a projectile thrown. Now, if your characters in the back miss, and there is a chance that they miss, you will fail. But these allied actions form the basis of the strategy of this game. Rather than just attack, defend, and spells, you have a whole series of allied actions that will be more useful against certain special types of enemies. You have mastered the restrict shot. Oh, I took the night off, Terry. I just took a little bit of a break from work. The swordsman recites magic words. Your HP and MP have completely recovered. Now, on to the next one. Think of a battle as mass confusion. It is a battle of chaotic individuals fighting for chivalry. This can also be taken care of with an allied action. If you don't know how to avoid a rush, a simultaneous enemy attack, you may as well be minced meat. You ask how that may be possible. Your strength is vital here. Your front row will form a solid wall, not only to diminish damage from the attack, but to break down their rush. This is called the front guard. Maybe you could give me your opinion on that, Terry. I was thinking of replacing that one just because it's fairly low energy, and I was like trying to be quiet. I'm kind of whispery in that one. I think replacing that one might be a good idea. I'll still keep it on like the Twitch channel if anybody's really wants to go back and watch it. Any diehard Wizardry fans out there, but I think this one will be the one. Be real, the party can be strongly defended by the front row, even from ill status. So this particular fight, I feel like, is what makes starting as a sorcerer a really solid idea. Otherwise, you never know when all these guys are going to try to rush you. I think they always rush on the first turn, but subsequent turns they don't always do it. But having a sorcerer or somebody who knows teal makes this fight much, much better, or much smoother. Io and Ricardo can block for us. And I can teal it up. In fact, this teal might stop their rush altogether. Oh no, they'll still do it. It did. It stopped the front row. Definitely reduced the damage there. One of the challenges of this game is that at random points, enemy monster parties like this will use random allied actions against you, and you may not be expecting it. Sometimes you'll just be walking along and then suddenly you're accosted by like 70 orcs and you're like, okay, well, whatever. And then they rush you and they do like 1,000 damage and it kills you. You have mastered the front guard. The swordsman recites magic words. Your HP and MP have completely recovered. The last one that I'm going to teach you is the first one that I learned. An experienced warrior can avoid just about any single blow, no matter how fast the attack. But there's almost no man who can dodge 2 simultaneous blows. 2 of you in the front row will raid the enemy for an instant attack. This is called the double slash. It's a basic but deadly technique. I finally found you. You pig crap. I went for nothing. I thought he was supposed to be visiting a grave on the 4th floor. And why is that person who's supposed to be there right here? Costa appeared before you as if he was hurled by Virgo. No, Terry, it is a generalized. You have spell points. So I can cast 3 level 1 spells at this point, and as I level up, I get more. Master, I'm sorry. I couldn't fool her. Costa scurried behind the swordsman. Yes, that's right, Terry. Although the way you learn new spells is by defeating monsters and taking the materials they drop to the shop, who will then mix up random magic stones. Then you learn the new spell, and then you have to like grind monsters and get more materials in order to level up the spells. Hey, handsome. It's kind of like you learn from the enemies. Look, she get a little heart. So I hear you went all the way. Won't you tell poor little me how to get down there? You shouldn't go. Huh? What are you saying? It's for your own good. If you really want to do good, just tell me how to get there. Can't do that. Some things do not need to be revealed for some people's own good. Okay, I understand. Hey, you guys, gather around. I guess his plan is to keep those treasures all to himself. What? You scumbag! Don't mess with us, man! Was it menacing kobold and cocky kobold? A fine cock. Well, listen up. We'll just have to make him spit it out by kicking his butt. Perfect timing. A perfect opponent has been presented as your final lesson. If you can defeat Virgo, you should be able to lead your party on the venture through the Labyrinth. You should be able to defeat her if you effectively use the allied actions I have taught you. Just trust yourselves. Ah, shut up already. You guys are gonna fight me? I let you guys slide last time, but not this time. Excuse me, but I think we need to... Shut up. It's all about spirit. Save the complaints and excuses for later. Is it okay that there's not enough of us to do a rush? Jeez, you talk too much. You're gonna get us in trouble again. Okay, Terry. So, this is our first boss fight, and it is actually pretty challenging. I don't know why the game did this, because they teach you front guard so you can't be rushed, but this fight doesn't have a rush. Restrict Shot kind of comes in handy, but Virgo's a spellcaster, man, and she casts some powerful spells. In fact, it's kind of luck of the draw whether or not she one-shots one of the people in our backline, like right now. So, we're gonna have to... I think I'll... Oh, can I not do one-person restrict shot? Man. We're just gonna YOLO it, I guess. And... cast some offensive spells on her in the back. God. At least she chose Ricardo. That would have killed, I think, any other party member. Okay, so now we need to hope. Now we need to guess correctly. So we're going to cover them with a restrict shot. He's going to attack, and then Kaio's going to heal. He's, you know, try to attack us. Don't cast a spell. God damn it. Well, I made a misplay there. Okay. Okay, that was good. So Strain stuns your party for a turn, but it already wore off, so we're actually good. We can double slash the crap out of her now. This is like the bread and butter. The bread and butter allied action we're going to be using for most of the game. Double slash is so good. Why do you keep resisting? It's rude. Oh! Ricardo, my love. I think one more double slash will do it. Feel just in case. Krata just in case. Ah, yes. Nailed it. Boom. It's her weak spot, slicing her belly open. You have mastered the double slash. I sure did. Jeez. Why aren't you guys rushing? Depressed kobold. That's why I was trying to say we don't have enough. What are you whining about? I don't want to hear your excuses. Okay, I'm sorry. Sad kobold. We'll be careful from now on. It is Terry, yes. I also like how she's muffin topping a little bit, you know what I mean? She's not like perfect hourglass. It's like, yeah. Then hurry up and leave. I really won't let you slide next time. I'll be expecting plenty of gratitude for this on our next meeting. Wow, you got rid of Barfo. Eyes respect you. Objectifying the warrior women. I'm sorry. Costa, spread the word about them to other fellow adventurers. They will hear about their skills and will want to join them. Eyes understand. Eyes going to town now. I can at last depart you. I would fight for you, but I cannot anymore. The evil that lurks in this town has torn my body and soul to pieces. The swordsman's voice sounded faint. The shadow of death was approaching so quickly that he had trouble supporting his posture. Yelgarth, head into the dark labyrinth. Your order is to find the truth that lies in that darkness. You have the abilities to do so. You are the chosen one, to be the leader of your party. The swordsman gradually fades away into thin air. You must remember that you are not fighting alone. Your strength will increase with the trust of your comrades, but if that trust is lost, you will vanish into the darkness of the labyrinth. His voice was despairing and hollow as if coming from far away. I was a happy man. I had friends. I had loved ones. I understand now as I die. Even the worst of hardships and tragedies did not ruin me. At this moment, all of those ordeals are fond memories. The bell has just struck. It is the calling to my funeral. I have yet to see if I will be going to heaven or hell. You've developed a party rank. You've obtained the following AAs. We can flee together, invert rows, front guard, restrict shot, and double slash. I think this is the best. I think we nailed this. We nailed our first floor. Because I've definitely started with just 2, which really sucks because I don't think you can flee together or do double slash or anything with just level 2 trust. And if you really screw up, you can be level 1 trust, where you can barely do anything. Oh shit, we can attack from behind. There's just an enemy spawned there that's ridiculous. Okay, we're good. One trust is not more than lust. I think we can squeeze another level before we have to go back to town. From out of Kaio and Yelgarth, yeah. Oh, we don't even have a transfer potion, so we're gonna have to walk back down there. So more trust within a party leads to even more strength, huh? I was told long ago that trust is useless. When I'm with you guys, I realize that that is wrong. I feel like this is the team where I belong. Just like that swordsman said, you're the leader from now on. I'll be relying on you. Quest for Ricardo is over. I accept the swordsman's belief of risking one's own life. He sacrificed his life to execute his duties, and without fear of death, he taught us new techniques. His spirit was trained to be as solid as steel. No matter how much I train, I would never get close to being like him.
His spirit is here.
Kaio had a solemn look. The thought of death ran painfully in his mind. As long as I don't give up, I know I can get close to being like that swordsman. Sorry, Yelgarth, I may be a nuisance, but please bear with me. Quest for Kaio is over. I feel that as long as I'm with you guys, I'll be okay in the Labyrinth. I've never told anyone this, but I have a dream. I want to help those people in town who are sick and wounded. Those who have money and power are able to live in Duhan, but the reality is, there are people who can't even go to the temple. That is the reason I became a priestess. I know that your goals are different than mine, but I still hope that we can get along. I'm counting on you, leader. Okay. Now a brief lesson on trust. Trust represents the strength of the bond between you and your comrades. Your comrades will be dissatisfied with their lack of trust, and vice versa. If you want to know how your comrades feel about you, view their status. The meter in the upper right of the status screen will indicate trust. Your party rank is whatever that means. Any Japanese speakers know what this symbol means? You have plenty of potential in qualifying as a respected leader, but be careful of becoming too arrogant. Your true worth will be tested starting here. Good luck. And this trust system is the primary mechanic of the game. It is the basis of everybody's personality, and it's why it's so important. That's why Ricardo being upset when people die is really, really rough, because this is an RPG where you spend most of your time fighting. At some point, people in your party are going to die, and he takes a massive hit to his trust, in which case the average trust of the party goes down and you lose access to your allied actions. So it can be rough. You want to spend time having people with good personalities and raising their trust with you so you can get more powerful allied actions. And so obviously your party leader's personality doesn't really matter that much. It's the party's. And this is also why it's really, really hard to be evil in this game, because you would need an entire party of evil, and few of the NPCs are evil. Aside from him leaving because he became an asshole, yes, because some of the other people you recruit, based on the impact of the story, start with an extremely high trust in you. So just by recruiting some other people down the line, you will have a much higher rank and trust. So you'll be able to like automatically learn some new allied actions. You forget them if they leave. Yes. It is all based on trust. So the allied actions, you know, you can see right here, the party rank. It has to be a certain rank for you to even use it. So this rank or above, so which is rank 3. So if you start pissing people off or kicking them out of the party, then you will lose trust. A hobbit thief is scrutinizing something. Huh? That's odd. Speak to him. He looked annoyed when you spoke to him. Go away. Can't you see that I'm busy? You were shooed away by the hobbit thief. Rude. So it's not like someone can join and teach you a move before they move on from you. Right, no. It's not like they're teaching you a move. It's like your trust in your party members becomes better, so you're doing more dangerous techniques because you trust each other so much that they're going to follow up on your attacks. It's like if you were playing Overwatch and you weren't playing with a bunch of random people who were terrible and were going to leave you to die like they always do. Right, the swordsman just taught us the basics and we'll be able to learn more later. There's a beautiful clear stream of water. There's an elf warrior accompanied by several soldiers in front of the stairs leading down to the basement. No, I am, thank you. The elf warrior notices you and walks toward you. I'd like to verify your passes. He put his hand out, but no one in the party had a pass. The elf warrior looked your way and knew from the look in your face. I will allow those with a pass from the chief of the Queen's guards. Oh, but nobody was in the room. Newcomers, huh? Unfortunately, Sir Ledua, the chief guard, has gone into the Labyrinth. He shall not be returning for some time due to an investigation of an abnormal occurrence of the undead. It would be of no use to head to the Imperial quarters. I will be reprimanded by Sir Ledua if I were to allow you newcomers to die. It would be best for you to return to town first and come back later. Sir Ledua should be returning by the time you have rested and are ready for a fresh start in the Labyrinth. Is that understood? Yes. We shall meet after you have obtained your pass. Return to town, and after you have rested, you are to go to the Imperial quarters. The elf warrior left as he waved his hand. Boom. That's perfect, Terry, because I'm going to actually head out too. And you're right. So I'm going to go ahead and save here, and this is perfect. One of the hard parts about this game is that if you were adventuring and you have to go suddenly, you would have to go back to town. And I forgot to get a transfer potion, so I'm going to make a couple save states right here so we can start right here tomorrow. And we'll continue the Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land adventure tomorrow. Like Terry said, I appreciate you guys all you guys watching. I will be back streaming within the next in about 20 hours from now is when we'll be back. I may start with a little bit of Overwatch or something, and then we'll jump into Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Any lurkers out there, thank you so much. Consider following the stream and joining the Discord server to get notified when I go live. Hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. Take care and have a good one, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you in the morning.